finished.
It was inspiring to see that response, actually. It was cool. And we walked down to the basement and said, hey, well, we're in for another year at least, you know, and the film's gonna get made, and all right. And the next day, it was business as usual. There was...
From that angle. Oh, it's down here? No, it's from that. But I just want to keep moving. Alright.
Oh, here he comes again. That little cute dog.
No, you have to get him down so I pick him up and drop him.
Huh?
Okay, wait. I need my other shoes, okay?
I'm wounded, man. I'm wounded. You guys did it to me. You destroyed me. I'm never gonna walk again. Tag, man, it's not my scene. Tag is bad news. Just say no to tag.
We drove across the country in a van with a camera person and a sound person and Blair, and made our way to Utah, where we shot some beautiful footage in Goblin Valley, I think it's called. All the amazing red cliffs and earth and soil, and a feast for the eyes, a visual feast for the eyes. Beautiful, brilliant sunsets, lots of locations, and then from there we made our way all the way to the East Coast and then down to New Orleans, where we did a tremendous amount of shooting in graveyards and running through the streets of old New Orleans.
You know, it reminded me of the old days in Hollywood, where they'd just grab a camera and a couple of people, and they'd go out into the city and shoot it on the spot. And I mean, it was kind of harking back to that kind of procedure.
Well, we were in New Orleans shooting at the graveyard, and Baird, the cinematographer of the film, had shot the Easy Rider sequence, the LSD sequence in Easy Rider, where all the people are tripping out in the graveyard. So here we were, young filmmakers, vibrant energy, you know, saying we're going to conquer the world with making film. And I basically, you know, with this camera, shot at 6 frames per second, zooming right through the graveyards. It was kind of like our, you know, our tribute to Baird, and the fact that, you know, he had shot such a historical sequence in such a big, what turned out to be such a big film when he was a young cinematographer, and here I was, you know, just getting started.
You know, and again, Blair driving that whole way was crazed and incessant and fueled and full of energy and non-stop talking and ideas and chatter and coffee, and somehow he made the trip all the way across to the East Coast and down to New Orleans in like 2.5 days, you know, driving non-stop, only stopping for gas and not even wanting to stop for gas. I remember being somewhere in the middle of the country and, you know, coming too groggy as ever, and noticing that the car had stopped. I think that's what woke me up, and seeing Blair like standing 20 feet away from the car, doing jumping jacks and eating a tuna fish sandwich, talking to himself, and then running and jumping back in the car and starting up the engine and zooming away again.
Oh, is that on? I'm cooking delicious famous Messina spaghetti sauce.
Oh, sorry.
Here, go film the screen for a minute.
Good kitty. Good kitty.
Fuck, kitty.
Hello.
So is this your,
Get a little bit
yes.
Yeah, there. That's good. Okay. Oh, now go back again. Blair's watching now. Blair, watch.
Professor, so what are you doing in Philly?
How do I know you?
Monica Stewart, I was in one of your classes, Princeton, right?
Yeah.
I transferred from Cornell.
But that was all part of the making of this film. It was a tremendous amount of sacrifice on everyone's part. I mean, Blair would tear apart the entire house for a shoot. You know, just march into your bedroom at 4 o'clock in the morning because he had an idea that, and it could not wait till morning. It had to be talked about right in that moment. And so we had to wake up and talk about it.
Baird Bryant, the cinematographer, was sleeping at Blair's through, you know, the week or the weekend or whenever they might be shooting, just so he was available. So if by some crazy chance Blair was able to actually get a shoot together, which was always like this red herring because nobody's getting paid and this person's available, this person's not available, whatever. But anyway, Baird would be there, and I mean, he was just into it because, you know, he shot the graveyard sequence for Easy Rider, and I think at the time he must have been 50 when we were filming with him. Not when they shot Easy Rider, he's a young guy, so it's kind of like, you know, he's back in his element.
So what's the story about the Dalai Lama?
Yeah, well, I spent like 21 days filming the Dalai Lama and, you know, his meditation at 4 in the morning and so on. And yeah, I mean, one of my former students at UCLA is turning into some kind of producer. Anyway, I brought him in to see about if he couldn't help us finance Jugular Wine, you know. And when he saw what we were doing and where the thing was going, he said, "Baird, how can you be involved with this? This is a godless project. I mean, what? I thought you were for the Dalai Lama and you were a spiritual person, you know." He was like,
"This must be stopped."
Yeah, this film must be stopped.
In the middle of all this, you know, filming and stuff with Blair's movie, I got a part in Ed Wood, Tim Burton's movie, which actually might as well be called Blair Murphy because it seems like the story of Blair Murphy almost identically. Like Ed Wood had those parties with all the circus people there, and I remember going to a party at Blair's house, and it's all like whacked out poets, and there was that guy Vladimir there from Cirque du Soleil, and he was the flying guy.
Are you hungry? Even better meal.
Yeah, it was a great time, very artistic.
And I remember another scene we stole, which is unbelievable by Hollywood standards. I mean, we just walked into the Santa Monica Library with a camera in my hand and went upstairs, shot this whole scene of Sean in the library. Big wide scenes over the balcony, close-ups of him marveling about it. Nobody said anything or even seemed to notice us. Yeah, so then we went, from the library, went to Santa Monica College, walked in, started shooting in the classroom. We shot like all these weird skulls in cases in the hallway. And we got kicked out, and then we went back in with Stan Lee, did the scene where the lights were flickering, and Sean comes in to find one of the professors had been drained of all his lifeblood, draped over a desk, and Stan Lee's sitting there saying they were like angels.
Shimmering, radiant.
You see?